Nestled in the province of Como in the Lombardy region, the enchanting city of Bellagio awaits. Join our family as we guide you through how to spend an afternoon in Bellagio. Often referred to as the Pearl of Lake Como, is a picturesque town renowned for its stunning waterfront, charming cobblestone streets, and lush gardens. Nestled at the intersection of Lake Como's two southern branches, it offers absolutely breathtaking views and a tranquil atmosphere. Visitors are captivated by its elegant villas, vibrant cafes, and timeless beauty with architecture and landmarks dating back to the Roman times. We were fortunate enough to spend an afternoon exploring this enchanting city. During our recent trip to Lake Como, we decided to stay in Varenna as our home base to explore other Lake Como towns. On this particular day, we spent the morning exploring Bellagio and then headed to Bellagio for the afternoon and evening before catching the return ferry back to our apartment in Varenna. We bought an all-day hop-on, hop-off ferry pass for €15 each and free for Taylor Grace that allowed us to visit all three cities in the Central Lake region. Just a warning, ferry tickets do sell out in the busy season, so make sure to purchase as early as you can. As soon as we got off the ferry in Bellagio, we made a beeline for Salita Serbelloni, the famous Instagram-worthy staircase. It was a bit crowded, so we snapped a few photos and planned to return later in the evening once the crowd had dissipated. We didn't eat lunch in Bellagio, so we were starving and needed to grab a quick bite. We found the perfect street food spot at the top of the staircase, Bellavita. They serve pizza and crepes with the motto, Fatto a mano con amore, which means handmade with love. Who could resist trying with a slogan like that? The pizza was delicious and we tried several varieties, including anchovy, 4 cheese, and diavola slices. Whenever Taylor Grace does her happy food dance, you know we found a winner. Refreshed from the delicious pizza at Bellavita, we were eager to see what shopping Bellagio had to offer. Just a few doors down, we discovered the perfect jewelry shop called Seracena and decided to check it out. We had a wonderful chat with the owner, who was a former Giorgio Armani employee of 20 years, who's now a successful business and rental owner in the lake area. After admiring the unique designs, we knew that buying a few keepsakes would give us the perfect memories of Lake Como. Now every time we look at one of the bracelets on our wrists, we'll think of Bellagio. With shopping bags filled with bracelets, we wandered up the hill and back down to Piazza della Chiesa, the bustling heart of town filled with locals and visitors alike. Taylor Grace spotted a unique stationery store where we picked up a few items before settling into the piazza for some people watching. Some of our best memories in Italy are just the free moments sitting in piazzas and soaking in the architecture and culture. Next, we decided to explore the Romanesque church that had been to our backs while sitting in the piazza, Chiesa di San Giacomo, which dates back to the 11th or 12th century. It boasts a beautiful stone facade and an impressive bell tower. Inside, we discovered medieval frescoes and intricate mosaics. As late afternoon settled over Bellagio, it was time for an aperitivo. If you're not familiar with aperitivo, it is the Italian tradition similar to happy hour with light snacks and usually spritzes. We discovered Taverna Gambrinus, which offered a terrace with a view of the lake. Here we indulged in chips and a couple of spritzes. Although we didn't try any of the beer selection, one unique feature of the tavern is that they have a very extensive beer menu with many Italian beers. Time flies when you're exploring Italian towns, and after our visit to the tavern, evening was approaching. We decided to head over to Punta Spartivento, located at the very tip of Bellagio, to catch the setting sun. This picturesque spot offers breathtaking 360-degree views of Lake Como and the surrounding mountains. We had the chance to walk to the very end and enjoy the sight of the sun slipping behind the mountains in solitude.
How about this view? Yep, there it is, the girls. And then you've got this wonderful point view here in Bellagio. So you get the point, no pun intended. And then you've got the snow on top of the mountains here. Quick zoom in there, wow. Okay. And then where we're staying right here is Varenna. I believe if I zoom in, you can even see our pink building there. It's the smaller one.
Can you?
And then you've got the rest of Varenna.
Wait, where is the castle?
Back us out a little bit. How about that? Yes. Perfecto. Just an amazing, amazing point. And it just keeps going, folks. It just keeps going. This lake is incredible. And you can see why the celebs love to come here. So, how about that? But, once again, just stay a little later. I know it's a day trip destination, but stay a little later. Take the late train back. Get this versus the crowds. Arrivederci.
Next to the point, there's a park lined with trees and benches where you can relax and soak in the views of the mountains and lake. We sat on a bench for a while, awestruck by the majestic mountains, and then struck up a conversation with a friendly family from New York. And Taylor Grace had fun playing with their daughter and the local ducks. We lost track of time while enjoying the park and soon realized we actually needed to hurry if we wanted to catch a ferry back to Varenna in time for a late dinner. At least in May in Lake Como, many of the restaurants closed at 9 or 9:30, which is sort of early for what we're used to with Italian restaurants. But before leaving Bellagio, since the crowds had thinned out, we seized the chance to take photos once again on the iconic staircase, Salita Serbelloni. With fewer people around than earlier in the day, we managed to snap a few pictures and even cheered on a newlywed bride and groom. And just like that, our time in Bellagio came to an end and we boarded a ferry back to Varenna. If you haven't already, we highly recommend watching our video on how to make the most of your time in Varenna, as it's the next stop on our Lake Como tour. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you're excited for the next destination in our Destination Dibbles video series. Ciao!
We hope you enjoyed our content. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye, everybody.